We are going to break this down today. I told y'all I was coming to break it down. We're going to break down the Diddy case. Okay? We about to break this down. All right? Pardon me. Yo, shout out to Rise Medical Dispensary. Rise Medical Dispensary. They have the gas. Okay? All right. Shout out to my brother. I got Wade Out Black with me, y'all. I got Wade Out with me. He trying to act like he got a verses to do. Wade Out got a verses to do at 9 o'clock. He got a half hour, so he like, yo, listen, I got shit to do. He moving around. But I told y'all I was coming. I'm here.
What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good?
All right, peoples. I told y'all I was coming so we could talk. Now, if anybody want to call up, the number's at the bottom of the screen. If y'all want to call up, this is a 77-page document. I'm going to break down the entire thing. I don't give a fuck if I'm falling asleep breaking it down. I'm going to break down the entire thing. All right? The entire thing is getting broken down. Let me see. Where we at? I'm lit. See, that's the thing. Look how lit I am on Twitter. That's what it is. It's X. Shout out to everybody that's on X. Salute to y'all. Word, I love y'all. Cause y'all I mean, just when I think YouTube is lacking, y'all come and show me love. I appreciate y'all. Let me get something situated real quick, you guys. Let me just go to my channel and change something up. Oh, no. We got to change this. We have to change this. Manage videos. We got to change this. We don't want this here. We don't want that there, Mr. Diddy. Mr. Diddy. Okay, live. Okay, perfect. Let me get this picture of Mr. Combs. So I can. And then YouTube Studios. I'm going to edit this. And this is going to be the thumbnail. That's not going to be the thumbnail. The fuck? What? Edgewood? Why you say it like that? Because that's what I seen the liquor store. I'm like, that's what's the name hood? That's why I sent that to you real quick. This is what's the name hood? This is where you from?
I texted him like an hour ago. Like, yo,
What did he respond back?
he said, where? I said, Boston.
Well, tell him we in Aberdeen right now, right next to Edgewood.
Right?
We right next to Edgewood right now. You know what I mean? We in Maryland right now, y'all. Heavy on it. You know what I mean? I never stay in one place too long. Never. Heavy on the Nami. What's up with Diddy? Why they not letting me take the nigga pictures?
Oh, what?
What's up, nigga? They want him that bad? Oh, open image. Hold on. I think I figured it out. I'm about to say, what's up? Like, what are they doing? Like, I'm trying to put the thumbnail up. What's up? It's quiet for the thumbnail? What happened?
They won't let you do it.
Nigga, not let me get this thumbnail up, y'all. They not trying to let me get this thumbnail up, y'all. But don't worry about it. We not stopping. You heard?
You got wallpaper?
You heard? No, I don't got wallpaper. Oh, you mean just in case it cracked?
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't bring no papers with me. I was looking at the papers too when I was in the dispensary just now. Like, should I grab some? Let me see. Okay, long. I like this picture. Please let me take this picture, y'all. Come on, man, with the law and crime, man. Don't do this. Don't do that. Okay, maybe this might work. Oh, it worked, y'all. This is the image I like. Oh, that's a good image. I like that image, y'all. All right. I'm about to get started, y'all. I'm gonna be taking a lot of breaks too, because I'm gonna be gassy. I'm gonna be smoking. Take a break. So y'all can rock out with me for a little while. You heard? News and politics. Uh, pretty much. That's what it is. All right. So that's the thumbnail. Can't put none of that up. Nope, nope, nope. All right, there we go. There we go. That's the thumbnail. Play fix, play fix, play fix. Okay, here we go. The changes have been saved. Look at that, 10,000 subscribers, 60. And I don't got, yo, them niggas don't be pulling up though. They don't be pulling up. All right. All right, y'all. Here we go. Let me break this shit down for y'all. Let's start. Let's start, right? Where we gonna start at? We could start. Okay, so let me get back to this right here. Okay, so hold on. Let me put this up on a bigger screen. Look, there we go. Well, okay, I could be at the bottom. I don't mind. I don't mind. I could be at the bottom. Okay. So the case is Ronnie Jones, right? We see this. This is Rodney Jones. Take this off though. I don't need this up here. Rodney Jones versus Sean Combs, Justin Dior Combs, Ethiopia, Habtemariam, Lucian Charles, Grange, Christina Coram, Chalice Recording Studios, Love Records, Motown Records, Universal Music Group, Combs Global Enterprises, John and Jane Doe's 1 through 10, ABC Corporations, 1 through 10 defendants. There's 10 John and Jane Doe's in the case. Okay. Look how this reads right from the jump. Trigger warning, right? This document contains highly graphic information of a sexual nature, including sexual assault. Let me just do something real quick, y'all, because I gotta get the people going. Pardon me. Where is this thing at that I'm trying to do? Don't want this, so log out. This is what I'm trying to get into, so I think this is the API. Right, perfect. All right, yeah, because I got too many pops. Oh, okay. Now I can edit post. Okay. Okay. Public. Edit. Matter of fact, you know what I'm gonna do for y'all? Cause I got. Let me fuck up.
Coach, I want to ask you, this is Purdue. They came into this game with a plus 67 scoring margin. What is Gonzaga doing to keep it within four? Well, I think they're keeping them off balance a little bit in the sense that sometimes they're double teaming, sometimes they're bluffing or they're dropping. I think they've done a good job themselves of not turning the ball over, so Purdue hasn't got it real easy. And you know, look, I think it's half time on coaching. I'm happy both coaches. Okay, Purdue's got a lead. All right, the shooters are shooting.
This case is. Yeah. All right. So just let me get y'all through this first part, right? So this document contains highly graphic information of a sexual nature, including SA. Additionally, there are graphic images of the aftermath of a shooting, redacted images of sexual intercourse, redacted images of minors, sex workers, prostitutes, details of sex trafficking, and the illegal distributions of guns and drugs. All right. So, plaintiff Rodney Jones, Mr. Jones, hereby alleges as and for his complaint against defendant Sean Combs. What's good? You good, good fella?
Yeah, I'm going downstairs.
Oh, for you going to for a session?
To smoke.
Oh, I'm gonna be right behind you. And then basically it just names all of it just names all of the defendants. Sean Combs, Justin Combs, Lucian Grange, Ethiopia Habitamarium, Christina Coram, Chalice Recording, UMG Music Group, CGE, Motown Records, Love Records, ABC Corporations. It's crazy that they mentioned ABC Corporations. I don't know exactly how Diddy's tied to ABC, but Disney owns ABC. Disney also owns Fox, but Disney owns ABC. So that is very that's a little twist. I was just actually telling people about Disney. Um, I was just telling people about Disney. I said to somebody, I want you to look up online how many kids go missing from Disney World every year. And then you try to figure out how they could possibly be missing so much at a theme park. But that's another story for another day. Let me not even let's not even go into that. That's another story for another day. It is what it is. Um, okay. So jurisdiction and venue. This court has personal jurisdiction over the defendants under and consistent with the constitutional requirements of due process in that the defendants, acting directly or through his agents or parent agents, committed one or more of the following: the transaction of any business within the state, the making of any contract within the state, the commission of a tortious act within this district, and the ownership, use, or possession of any real estate in this state. From September 2022 to the date of this filing, defendants have consistently and purposefully availed themselves of the privilege of conducting activities within New York, thus invoking the benefits and protections of New York law. In return for these benefits and protections, defendants must submit to the burdens of litigation in New York. Nobody wants to go through litigation. Nobody wants to do it. If anybody knows about court process, nobody wants to go through litigation. Nobody wants to do that. You don't. Nobody wants to do it. You just don't. Let me see something. Okay. So this litigation arises from um and relates to the tortious activities defendants visited upon defendants in the state of New York, California, Florida, and the United States Virgin Islands. Pardon me, give me 1 second.
and get to certain places and do certain things, you come back. And you make sure things is all right. You don't disrespect people's mothers. You don't disrespect your friends that took their money to make sure you was all right when you was wrong, when you was messed up. You don't do that, brother. So by him doing the things that he did and taking the avenue that he took, he's suffering the consequence, and I don't feel bad for him at all. Because people was trying to talk to him. People was trying to tell him. You couldn't pull him by the coat and let him know anything. You understand? They messed up the game, brother. When he put that shit out with them, money, power, respect, it ain't never been like that. It ain't never been like that. You got your respect in the street that gave you your power, that brought you your money. Totally different thing. He let that money, power, and respect go to his head, but he had it ass backwards. So do I care what happened? Nah. He got enough money to buy his way out of this. So we think.
So when you look at that video of him pacing around and he's looking worried, and you knowing him, do you think it's possible that he might commit suicide?
When you're a narcissist, there's always a possibility because you're suffering. But I don't think that he could see himself in a cage. I don't think he could see himself behind those bars in those type of situations. It's too many real dudes that dislike him. But
yeah, I don't think that he's gonna commit suicide, not like that. But I do think he's probably stressed at the perspective of him doing any type of jail time, or which he has to worry about at this current time. Real quick, I don't know if you guys seen this shit, but the fall of Lil Baby just has to be like studied, bro. Like I literally, I'm like so flabbergasted by like this guy's career, what he's done with like his life. It's kind of crazy. And the only thing I could really chalk it up to, this was the moment, in my opinion, that we lost Lil Baby. Okay? The moment this happened, we lost that nigga, man. We lost him. Now, you're going to think that I'm being funny when I say that this is the moment we lost him, but
that's a fact. That's a fact.
Analyze why we're seeing so much of, and let me explain it. We're seeing rappers who love to call themselves bosses, this and third. They talk usually in third person about how great they are. They come from impoverished backgrounds. They're from the streets. They're from the hood. They're super macho, this and third. Once they start hanging with a certain crowd in Hollywood, they all become emasculated. They all become feminized. They all become almost damn near like servants for said dudes, and they never kind of come across as the same afterwards. Okay, the authenticity that they usually display to the audience, that people gravitated towards them, it just stops. It's just never the same. That's happening, if you ask me, with Lil Baby. It just hasn't been the same. Meek was already kind of over, but we're seeing this more and more, and we're trying to make sense of it. So a video came out, which is another weak snippet. Like maybe, and y'all can tell me if I'm wrong. I was one of those people who used to like, man, I used to say Lil Baby's one of the best. Like I used to say, yo, this guy is like one of the greatest rappers. Like he's in the top 3. Yo, he's one of the only Atlanta rappers that is going to be lyrically categorized with the top 3. And we all know the top 3 historically has always been a bunch of rappers who are not only hit makers, but they make good body of works, and also they could rap. So, like back in a couple years ago, this is all I used to say about Lil Baby. I was a very big fan, right? Let me see. And I'm gonna pull up some of my old tweets. Look, 2020, Lil Baby got robbed by BT. Disgusting. LOL, the rap Grammy nominations. The industry hates Lil Baby. Lil Baby features have been a stimulus package for the last year or so. I need another Lil Baby album in 2020. The little rappers are selling the most these days. I remember there was a time that people claimed the littles were going to be out of here. Baby and Uzi going crazy. Good music wins. Whoa. I said, why Lil Baby floated on that first verse of Whoa like that? Ain't finna lie. I'm gonna have a Twitch party, a streaming party for Lil Baby's album dropping tomorrow night. That nigga ain't dropped a whack song since ever. Now, this is nothing personal, just to be very clear. Just to let you know, I genuinely believe those things at the moment. Like at the time I said it. And now when I'm saying, I know people might be like, well, you and him don't really see eye to eye because he did show an album and you kind of feel away. But like, I don't give a fuck at this point. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that serious. You know what I mean? And we'll talk about like, some of his, he had a crash dummy, like say something. We'll talk about it in a second. Genuinely, I noticed that he stopped challenging himself and I'm gonna be honest with you. I swear. I'm starting to believe Lil Baby had a writer. It's no fucking way. Look at what I was saying about the dude, bro. And if y'all think that he's still making that quality of music and I'm hating, please just tell me. Please let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the chat. That I could check myself to be like, no, you taking this so personal. Bro, I used to say this nigga was going to be the guy I said he washed Drake on Wants and Needs. Literally. And Drake's my GOAT. You know that. I've never seen, like, his fall off has to be studied. I've never seen someone go from being the incumbent, the next guy to have the run, hopefully for the next 10 years, to literally cannot create an original hit song. He's either tone deaf, the people around him are just too yes man. I want y'all to honestly answer me. Do y'all think he's making the same level of music? What's changed? And I could be funny and be like, it's the Michael Rubin thing. I do think that's compromised his character. His character and his image has been compromised by constantly being around Michael Rubin that has fucked up how fans view him. Do you get what I'm saying? But in terms of the actual music, I honestly can't tell you why the fuck this boy can't find a hit. I'm so baffled. I'm at the point of thinking maybe he used to have a writer. Maybe someone was helping him with the music, because it's either that or the other option would be sometimes we hype up these guys who are good for an era. And when the shit gets old or stale, they can't come up with the new next thing. They can't adapt. They can't adjust. And this is an industry where you do have to adapt and adjust. And there was a moment in time, 2017 and 2020, 2021, that Lil Baby was going bananas and he could not miss. Now I'm in the place of saying he can't find one to save his life. I've never seen such an extreme. So he dropped a snippet recently. And before we get into talking about something you might see in the snippet, I want y'all to honestly tell me if this song is hot. Because I'm really listening. I'm like, this is like the 8th song he's put out and nobody's feeling it. Listen. Actually, let me play it from Twitter that you can get a higher little. Here we go.
Bro, we hang out with a took a murder form. Can't get comfortable, ain't getting younger, put this shit in overdrive. If you with us, ain't no difference, but it's fuck the other side. I can't keep on acting too much longer. Put a hood on my back, made us stronger. I'll step by myself, I'm a loner. All black outfit, ski mask, Balenci. Bro, we hang out with a took a murder.
Garbage. Terrible. Pure unadulterated feces. One of them diarrhea ones. Like, this is just not good. Like, I've gone from saying he's trying to make the same song over again to now saying he's trying to make the same whack song over him, because it's not even like, to me, even though On Me was dope, On Me, if you really think about the elements that make that song popping, it's kind of like adding up some of the it's using the formula of some of these hot songs, like even Whoa, that were already popping for him. You know what I mean? Like he was kind of, it's almost in the same realm. He almost had like a formula to make those type of songs. Now it don't even look like he's trying to make those. He's just doing some whack shit, bro. I have no idea. Now, I could be wrong. And if you think differently, please, I want you to check me on this, because maybe I'm tweaking. Anyway, in the video, when I was watching and noticing, I couldn't help but notice that this nigga kept flexing his fingernails. Whether he was showing his middle finger or whatever, but he was flexing his fingernails. And let me know if I'm colorblind. My screen might be fucked up, but it looked like I thought I saw some nail paint. Here we go.
Murder form, can't get comfortable, ain't getting younger, put this shit in overdrive. If you with us, ain't no difference, but it's fuck the other side.
I could be wrong. It looked like it was nail paint. Okay.
I can't keep.
Here's the thing. I asked people, I'm like, is this nail paint? Which, by the way, I will further just say this. You see, all y'all rappers who I've been giving y'all the remedy, I don't care what deal y'all got with Michael Rubin, man. Y'all getting emasculated over there. If this was a certain type of rapper, we would have given him the benefit of the doubt. The reality is that ever since Lil Baby has compromised his image, and now we think he's compromised his character with some of these moves we're seeing and some of the imagery, some of the people we're seeing him choose to associate with, right? And just how clownish these imagery looks. We see you in a reverse double stuffed Oreo with like two dudes. Like it's kind of looking weird. It's the reason why maybe it was bad lighting. Maybe it's perhaps was bad lighting. But it's the reason why people don't give you the benefit of the doubt and actually believe, oh no, you're actually on that emasculating type of behavior with painting your nails, because everything about you, including your look. Like if I was the person in charge of Lil Baby, first thing I got to do, I'm firing a stylist. Now, he had a bunch of pictures before, but that nigga was dressing like a European model for like a good year straight. Like every type of clothing was just like, that's not what you would expect and not representative of the nigga, of the type of music you're expecting or he was actually making. Now, I've given this diagnosis a million times, so I don't want to keep doing it. This is just another wax song from him, and I do think he's trying to come with an album, but he's trying to catch one. And every single time, he's not catching one. Anyway, I did point this out on my Instagram, and of course, he came back, and according to him, right, and we'll get to the crash time in a second, he said, he cleared it up, and he said, what he said? He said, y'all blogs got to stop posting anything. I ain't painting my motherfucking nails. At this point, y'all got to see niggas like academics got an agenda. Miss me with that weird shit. No, LOL. Now, what I will say to Lil Baby, and by the way, I think he cleared it up. He cleared up that it's not true, right? So let's give him the benefit of the doubt now that he's addressed it, which, by the way, Meek, you should take notice. This is, even though he's called me out a little bit, you clear it out. It's not true. I did not paint my nails, okay? Rather than only attack me, if he only said, man, fuck, act you a bitch, and not address the nail painting, that would be some Meek shit, but he cleared it up. Anyway, here's what I would say to rappers like Lil Baby and the like thereof. These days, y'all are making the agenda that y'all think the media are pushing. Y'all are creating this agenda. Y'all are looking all emasculated. We're wondering, as not only just media, as fans, why do we, this doesn't make sense. Why do we see you with those people? Why do we see you acting like that? Why is your music very much changed? Why are you so docile around those white folks when you're so aggressive around these people? Why do your action, what type of code switching is happening that your action is changing, that y'all are hugging and whatever and fighting over Frosted Flakes on a private jet, But that doesn't happen when you're in the hoods of Atlanta. That is the agenda that people are realizing. The agenda that y'all don't realize because y'all are pawns and money rules y'all is that the real agenda is that with now the Me Too movement and other things, number one, let me tell you what's going to happen. Jay-Z's getting silenced. Jay-Z ain't going to be around for a while. You see all that kneeling and shit that's done? That nigga going to show up at Beyonce concerts, pop out one time with his daughter in his arm. That's it. He ain't saying a motherfucking thing about nothing because they don't want to dig up. He don't want people digging up about him fucking underage girls too. I'm telling you that's a fact. He's going to fall back. You ain't hear him say nothing. You ain't hear no more tweets, no more nothing. He's falling back. Let Diddy go down in flames by his damn self. That's what's going on, right? Diddy's going out in flames. Russell went to Bali. What I'm trying to paint the picture of, if you're going to talk about an agenda, I'll give you the real agenda. The black moguls that this culture have created, and rightfully so, because this is black culture when it comes to hip-hop, all of those people are running for the hills. They're out. They're dipping. Or they're being bought out. QC, one of the last standing hip-hop major labels, at least like powerful labels, it's now owned by Scooter Braun. It was purchased. Respectfully to my man P, and I'm not saying that it was a great business move still. He's the face of it, but it's owned by the white man. These non-hip-hop folks, a guy who owns an apparel company that wants to take advantage of the business sides of usually the pretty much mostly black athletes who make these jerseys and memorabilia popular. He's aligned himself with rappers. He's purchasing their cultural equity, but y'all don't look a gift horse in the mouth. So when you talk about the agenda, the only agenda I see is a bunch of guys who claim they would never compromise, they would never bow down, then nobody could test them, nobody could make them look like a bitch. These guys got y'all being emasculated on the highest of levels, and when y'all get mad, you only get mad at the crowd for laughing or for the people who are pointing it out. So that's the agenda to me. Why do all y'all look so sus? Why do we even think that y'all on some gay shit? If this was 2017, nobody would assume that. They'd be like, hell nah, man, that nigga from Atlanta, nigga. Come on, man, this is a street nigga, man. Come on. And you know that's lighted. It's 2024. We don't know about Lil Baby no more. Why do we think that you might be doing some of these things? We think your morals, your integrity have been compromised. That's the point. That's the agenda. We actually do believe that you're being ran by these guys who ain't into hip-hop. How many times do we talk about Michael Rubin? He ain't never rapped nothing, and he don't own a record label. Do you get what I'm saying? What agenda are you talking about? Because I'll tell you the one that I believe the majority of the people are talking about. The majority of the people believe that rappers, the self-proclaimed bosses who don't listen to no one, they feel that it's looking odd that, especially recently, y'all are all seemingly compromised. And maybe you don't think that's what it is. Maybe you think, oh no, that's just a business partner. Well, the optics of it looks like you're compromised. The optics of it reads that you're here and probably sending messages maybe on behalf of them, or I ain't trying to get onto some like some super pro black shit, but maybe to also mislead the youth and the people who hip hop influences. I'm just being honest with y'all. I'll ask Lil Baby this. What has changed with you? Is it just that you can't come up with a hit? I don't think so. I think that's one of the things, but I don't think that's it. I'm not making up this agenda. People are seeing it for themselves. Everything I'm saying, you know what people give me the ultimate credit for? They give me credit, like, for example, you know what the talk is in Lil Baby's camp? his music wasn't whack till Ack said it. Now everybody thinks it. They actually believe, and even Meek believes this too. When I vocalize my thought, everybody else adopts my thought. That's not it. I'm just regurgitating a lot of times a popular thought. I can't tell everybody. You think I could tell you, like, that would be a hell of a power if I had it. That would be a hell of a power if I had it, but I don't. There is, sometimes, it's hard to see the forest from the trees. Like, for example, when Meek says, yo, nah, like, the white people got Ack to come at me. You're the one with Michael Rubin. You're the one bunny hopping. You're the one hugging Robert Kraft like your daddy. You're the one who, in the same breath, say you have white billionaire friends. How the hell the white people got me to come at you when you're with the white people with the power? Again, I just wanted to address the agenda that Lil Baby feels like is happening. There is no agenda. But you guys and your actions do play into an agenda. Yeah, people think y'all compromise. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. Niggas think y'all compromised. Okay, anyway, I'm not the only person who have given these thoughts. And for whatever reason, they like to for whatever reason, they like to make it seem like it's only me that is only me that necessarily, have these opinions. And if you actually look at it, give me 1 second. Other people have been saying the same thing too. Other people have been saying the same exact thing too. For example, the same conversation I've been saying. You could see being discussed on the Joe Budden podcast.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's dropped off.
Yeah.
Yep. Dropped off too, right? Lil Baby. Yep.
Yeah.
He's dropped off. Yep.
Yes.
What I think his drop off though is more about the Thug case. To me, I think he really, especially in the beginning, had some real genuine concerns. Like that nigga was running around with the mayor doing charity work, council. He was doing all types of political shit. Like I don't want to go over there.
Fam, you just think it's music based.
What his fault, Lil Baby?
Lil Baby.
No, I'm saying I agree that it was. I had to take a step back.
I had to take
when
a step
that
back.
list went out. There was I forget if it was leaked or whatever, but the DA Fannie Willis.
Chad, I gotta play this because these guys want you to believe that Ack is some old grumpy hater that sits at his computer and wants and preys on a downfall. Now, granted, I've always said a nigga diss me. I do hope you fail, but I can't make you fail. You get what I mean? Like I'm just hoping I cross my fingers, but I can't make you fail. But they want to make you feel like I'm the only person who feels like this about them. That's why I played
the Thug Rico. They had listed some other that they were looking into, and one of them, if you connect the dots, kind of.
Yeah, I think that nigga was like, no, I'm about to show y'all I was a good boy, boss. Like I don't want no problems, and I think so. He was literally going around speaking to kids, like he was on tour. He was with, what's the lady that was pivotal in the Democrats win in Georgia?
Stacey Abrams.
He was torn with Stacey Abrams. He was torn with her. So I think the last thing on his mind was music. When your man is looking at life, and you could potentially be rolled up in the next wave of that. Fuck that rap. And I'm sitting on a couple dollars. Fuck that rap.
But now, the other side to that, because he did drop music.
Uh-huh.
And it ain't catch. And nothing caught. He's dropped singles
and nothing caught. The music don't even sound the same. Like he don't sound.
Yeah,
the
it
same.
might not be able to
The
sound the
focus
same
is off.
after.
I keep telling y'all. I don't want to. Again, I'm speaking as an assumption. I do not know this as a fact. Hearing, like, I'm unfortunately at the point and juncture that I have to believe that whoever was helping him make some of his early music, either not there in the process, whether that person was writing for him or not. I don't know.
I get it. I'm not even saying that the
some old
subject
shit,
matter
could be
is
whatever,
still the
yeah.
same. It just don't even sound good anymore. Like he hasn't sounded good, and people ran. He was. I think he set himself up personally. I think when you jumped out the window and claimed yourself the Wayne, I said it before. You claimed yourself the Wayne of this new generation. You put a very big target on your back. You tried to step into some very big shoes and did not realize. Like you just set a very high expectation
I don't think
that you couldn't meet.
I think it was just.
Couldn't meet it.
I think it was inflated.
Fam, he was
expectations from
fish
fans.
grease.
Like he don't like.
He was fish grease. Everything he dropped was it.
Say it, nigga. Go ahead, say it.
He had like one album, and that shit only had a couple slaps on it. It wasn't bad,
that
but
album did not.
It
have
wasn't.
No. My Turn was arguably album of the year that it dropped. It wasn't just a couple slaps.
What year did it drop?
Maybe
And
20.
He had a feature run,
and he had the hardest joint
following right after that.
Khaled's album.
He was the standout dude wherever he went.
He was the standout dude of that.
It was him and it was Dirk.
But his solo music, I'm saying, didn't reach the apex of those features.
Or true. Or nowhere near a Wayne comparison in his solo shit.
I agree. I'm just saying I think you should have never said it.
But
I think that's inflated by the fans.
Niggas was quiet and him and Dirk was running around even on their album or
shit.
Individually they was doing their own features.
I'll add this to it. He collabed with Dirk, and Dirk clearly got the better of the career upshift from that. The momentum went with Dirk. After that collab, it's like we're sitting here trying to figure out how the hell this nigga fall off. Like, yo, hey, I'm really at the point of saying maybe this nigga just wasn't that good. Like, I don't know what. Like, again, we really thought this nigga was gonna be some generational nigga, bruh. He might just be one of them. He'll be one of the Atlanta greats, right? Because he is one of the Atlanta greats. But generationally, all across the board. Rap, no. You know what I mean? The difference between a Lil Baby and a Future is that Future has been relevant in every fucking, era, even when the music changes and even when his sound also adjusts and has to change a bit. How great could you be if you had a good 3-year run? And I always say, music is like a running back, but then you can't find a hit afterwards.
When I first came on the pod, them niggas was like fish grease
on anything.
Every
they
week
were the
we was
go-tos.
talking about them niggas. Yeah,
they were the go-tos. A+ go-tos.
Yeah,
we're going to go get Dirk or Wayne.
True.
Dirk or Baby or both.
Which side of the Royal Rumble is Lil Baby on?
The Atlanta side?
Drake.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I think Drake.
No. Atlanta's different.
I think it would have
Where's Thug at? Where did y'all say Thug would
Future.
be? Then he's over there.
Yeah, he wherever Thug at.
He's wherever Thug is at.
I love that. That's
okay. All right. Anyway, that's just criticism from another big platform. So it's not just me saying this. I will say though, I see one of the crash dummies from Faux PF. One of the crash dummies from Faux PF was like quickly in my comment section. Okay. Somebody named Said. He said, nails ain't painted. Your bitch ass gonna find yourself in a coffin. Yo, Mr. Said, okay, you must be the bitch boy over there that's running and fetching and getting all the goddamn, nail glue for Lil Baby or whatever the fuck you're doing. I would warn you on talking so hot when they're handing out they're handing out RICO cases in Atlanta like pieces of candy. I would warn you on talking so hot on Instagram, but the mere fact that you talk this out on Instagram, we know you ain't gonna do a goddamn thing. So what I will tell you this, okay? You know, maybe you the yes man in the studio that's making all this whack music, come out. Okay?
All right, y'all. Pardon me. I'm back. Pardon why. Put my boy academics on real quick. Rock out. All right, so I'm back with the Diddy case. Here, I might as well, right? Might as well. What is it looking like? Oh, what's it looking healthy? Give me a second, y'all. Oh, okay. Heavy on the preparation. Heavy on the preparation. All right, so now where we at? I wish I could. How do I get this out of here? I don't need this here. I'm just gonna stay. All right, whatever. No, I don't need that. All right, whatever. Okay, so all right. G was shot. G is the gentleman who was going back and forth with Justin and Diddy. Justin and Diddy were in a heated argument with G. G is the tall black African who came with Justin because G is Justin's friend. While sitting in the adjoining room, Mr. Jones hears multiple gunshots go off. The door opens, and Mr. Combs and Justin come out, and G is laying on the floor, holding his stomach, bleeding. Mr. Jones, which is Little Rod, he sees him. Nobody's going to his aid. He says, okay, let me go over there and go to his aid. He goes to his aid. He applies pressure to the gunshot wound on his stomach. As he's applying pressure there, he realizes there's blood gushing from another area near his leg or hip. He lifts G and placed him to sit on the toilet, and he asked the crowd to call the ambulance. Mr. Jones lifted G and brought him to the ambulance at the front studio. At this time, Mr. Combs and Justin disappeared into another part of the studio. Mr. Combs gave strict instructions to inform the police that he had nothing to do with the shooting. He also forced Mr. Jones to lie to the police by telling them that G was shot standing outside the studio by a drive-by assailant. So that right there was a problem because you and Justin were in the bathroom with G and gunshots go off. Both of you come out. You leave G, but you also tell Mr. Jones, and I'm pretty sure everybody else, to tell the police that he got shot outside by a drive-by assailant. And they have evidence of blood inside your bathroom. And you made him and a bunch of other people lie to the police. So now, peep this, y'all. If G was shot and the police was called, and there's record of the police coming there, all they have to do is just go back to their records. which I'm pretty sure they probably did already. That's all you gotta do is go back to the records. When was this person shot? Oh, look, oh, this day. Oh, we did go there. What did he? What does it say in the police report? The multiple police reports, because they got to question everybody. Everybody has to be questioned. Where was you at? Where was you at? They question everybody. So you understand what I'm saying? Like you caused that, all that. Like why y'all shoot G? This is my thing. If you got all the money and you're in position, you're in power, why are you putting yourself in a situation like that? If it don't even, you ain't even got to do that. And G was trying to shoot you. G had a gun. Because I don't understand. Why are you? Ain't that what security is for? Like he's if this is what you was really doing, Diddy, you wildin'. You wildin'. You got too much money. Like why would you be? What's up? Like he's wildin'. He is wildin'. Man shot outside party at Hollywood Record. Look, here we go. CBS News. Look at that. Man in his 30s was taken to a hospital. He was reportedly shot in the abdomen. Sky 2 was over the scene early Monday, spotted several people sitting outside the location being questioned by police and not knowing if the shooting was gang related. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Look at that. See? Mr. Jones has several corroborating witnesses who spoke with this writer anonymously due to the fear of retaliation from Mr. Combs. They have agreed to speak publicly when subpoenaed. Mr. Jones has the clothing he wore that day and believes it still may have DNA stains of G's blood. The following are screenshots of the aftermath of the restroom where G was shot by Mr. Combs or Justin. Wow. Wow. The fact that he has pictures though, like that's what I'm saying. Like he's too like Diddy's too loose. He really is thinking like he's untouchable. Cause like why would you do that? Like why would you for one, why would you even have your son in a situation like that? That's how I know he's wild. I would never, what? Never put my son in this. You wild. Like I done been around plenty of hammers. I'm not gonna if my son don't gotta be around it, why? And the only reason why is because we got a house over here. Oh, we keep weapons on the property, or we got to protect ourselves. Okay, cool. That's one thing. But to just like put him in a situation like that, and then you're gonna have everybody lie. Now you put everybody in the situation. You made everyone lie. Damn. That's crazy. Mr. Combs, defendants, LRMR, UMG, CRS provided private security for the writers' camp at defendant CRS. The security was porous and lackluster at best. The fact that either Mr. Combs or Jay Combs were allowed to enter CRS with guns, and those guns were not confiscated by security is a clear breach of duty by Mr. Combs, defendants LR, MR, and UMG to protect Mr. Jones and the other attendees of this writer camp. See, now this is the part where you see things start crumbling because now it's like, okay, you guys All right, listen, we got a brief intermission. I will be back. Give me a short while. I gotta take care of something.